Imagine being a man chosen by God, capable of defeating entire armies with the strength of thunder, yet falling to a mere whisper. This is the story of Samson, Israel's greatest hero, whose legend was marked by impossible victories and a devastating betrayal. But make no mistake, what led to his downfall was not just a beautiful and seductive woman. Something far darker was at play. What truly made Delilah betray Samson: greed, fear, or an even more sinister force. It all began during a dark time for Israel when the Philistines spread terror. Villages were plundered, families destroyed, and the future seemed lost. Amid this chaos, a promise was born: Samson. Even before he came into the world, his life was already written in God's hands. His mother, a barren woman, received a visit from a man of divine appearance. He brought a message that would change everything. You will conceive a son, and he will deliver Israel from the hands of the Philistines. Samson was born with a unique destiny. From childhood, he knew his life was unlike that of other boys. He was a Nazirite, consecrated to God. His hair could not be cut, a symbol of his divine covenant. While others played freely, Samson bore the weight of a promise. He wasn't just a boy. He was the chosen one to liberate his people. And this mission came with superhuman strength. His strength became legendary. On one occasion, armed only with a donkey's jawbone, he defeated 1,000 Philistines. Imagine the battlefield. The gleam of swords reflecting the sun, the war cries echoing. But none of that intimidated Samson. With one devastating strike, he turned chaos into silence, leaving behind a sea of fallen enemies. To Israel, he was a hero. To the Philistines, a living nightmare. But every hero carries a burden. And Samson's burden was loneliness. Despite his victories, he felt isolated. Who could understand the weight of being God's instrument? It was in this emptiness that Delilah entered. She wasn't just beautiful, there was something in her eyes, a magnetism that even Samson, the man who defeated armies, couldn't resist. But who was Delilah really? A greedy woman bought by the Philistines, or was there something more, a plan hidden in the shadows? Delilah was cunning. She gained Samson's trust, not with strength, but with gentle words. She didn't immediately ask about his strength. She waited for the right moment. And when Samson was completely in love, she began weaving her trap. If you love me, trust me. What is the secret of your strength? With each lie Samson told, Delilah got closer to the truth, until one day he gave in. My strength comes from God. My hair has never been cut. If it's cut, I'll be like any other man. That night, as Samson slept, Delilah cut his locks. When the Philistines arrived, he tried to fight, but his strength was gone. Captured, Samson was taken to Gaza, where he was blinded and made a slave. The man who had defeated armies now turned a millstone like an animal. But in the silence of captivity, something began to change. His hair began to grow, and with it, his faith was renewed. Meanwhile, the Philistines celebrated his capture with a grand feast in the temple of Dagon. They brought Samson out to mock him, unaware that his strength was returning. Guided by a young servant, he asked to be placed between the main pillars of the temple. And there, blind and humiliated, Samson made one last prayer: Lord, give me strength one more time. With a shout of determination, he pushed the pillars with all his might. The temple collapsed, killing thousands of Philistines, including their leaders. And so, in his greatest act of sacrifice, Samson fulfilled his ultimate purpose. In his weakness, he found true strength. And you, what do you think really led Delilah to betray Samson? Was it just greed? Or was there something deeper? Share your opinion in the comments. And if this story impacted you, subscribe to the channel for more biblical secrets that transform lives. May God bless you abundantly. Samson's story teaches us about strength, weakness, redemption, and divine purpose. It's a powerful narrative that transcends centuries, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, there is always a chance to restart and fulfill our purpose. In Samson's final act, we don't just see a fallen man finding redemption, but also God's power to turn weakness into strength and defeat into victory. Now here's a reflection for you. What can we learn from Samson's choices and sacrifices in our own lives? Are we also aware of the traps around us and recognizing our true source of strength? If this story moved you, don't forget to explore more about the biblical secrets that continue to inspire us. Subscribe now to the channel. Activate the notification bell to never miss any content. Leave your like, comment on what you thought of this story, and share it with your friends. Every interaction from you helps spread these messages of faith and transformation to more people. May God bless you abundantly, and see you in the next video.